Good morning, happy Monday. My name's Nioka Lynn. I came on to share some things that were on my heart this morning when I woke up. A couple of dreams and a vision. First, I want to mention the dream that I had just before I left Florida a couple of years ago to come up here to Cleveland. I had a dream that my natural father, who, by the way, I was not raised with, I didn't even realize he existed until I was in my early 20s. Anyway, I dreamt that he knocked on my house door. And I let him in. And he came and he kept saying how proud he was of me. And he sat down at the table. Now I want to mention that my natural father is deceased now for some years. But anyway, so he sat down at the table and he brought his food with him. He had a bowl of potato chips that he was going to eat for his lunch. Now, if anybody knows me, you know, that's not the way to go. And I was concerned, and he kept saying he was so proud of me. And I looked at the chips and I said, no, I am going to fix you something to eat. And he looked at me and he said, Nioka Lynn, you are so brave. You are so brave. So I went to the refrigerator to get him something to eat. And he went into the basement of my house. Now, what I know for me is that food, spiritually, is something that you nourish your soul with. It's your knowledge. It's things you've been taught or remember. And he had been eating things that weren't exactly nutritious for his soul. He went into the basement of my house. So now I know that even if I wasn't raised with him, his blood runs through my veins. He is part of me now. He is part of me here on this earth. It's kind of a long story, but I just wanted to share that first. Now, some years ago, not too many years ago, I was laying down meditating. I had a copper pyramid over my bed, and I lay there with a big stick of selenite and my amethyst. Now the selenite is a very high vibrational stone, and I just felt led to meditate. So I laid down to meditate. And as I'm laying there holding these things, I'm doing my breath work, I instantly got a vision. Now this vision that I received was me. It was me, staring at me, smiling at me like, hey. But this me was a very older version of me. I don't know if my hair was short or if it was pulled back. But I saw my hair combed back and it was all white. And I could tell by my face that I was older. My eyes were just sparkly and shiny and I was smiling at me. Now some would say, well, that's just dumb. Not really. So from that point on, what I started to learn or remember was that we are dimensional. Now this is the part where my dad says I'm so brave. Because I haven't spoke on this before. But we are dimensional beings. We were before we got here. Yes, before we got here. I messed up on one of my videos and I said there was only 4 laws. 4 universal laws. I forgot a very important one. Was all is the one and one is the all. That is source, God, is all. God is all. We are all pieces of God. Everything is God. And it was like everything is now. Everything is now. That was one of the laws. Well, what do you mean by everything is now? What do you mean? Well, all we have is now. Everything that's ever been created exists now. Time here on earth is linear. It's a tool. It's a tool for us to guide and gauge. But before we got here, there was no time. Everything was now. So let me say a little deeper. Your past, your present, and your future already exists. Well, that's just dumb. I can hear a friend of mine, that's just dumb. No, everything that exists now. So what I was seeing was a different dimension of me. That's why also when, sometimes if you going through your little spiritual journey and you start, I say remembering. I say learning a lot, but it's actually remembering who you really are. But just to make it easier, I'll say learning. When you're learning different things of spirituality, people tend to remember who you used to be. Now that me still exists. But this is me now. That future me that I saw exists right now in a different dimension. So how do we tap into these different dimensions? Well, raise your vibration. And this is important to know why. Why is this so important? Well, things are changing. Things are changing all over the place. What's happening now is a cleaning out, a purging of the old to make room for the new. What are we purging? Well, what you're seeing all around you in the world, I hear a lot of religious people say, oh, it's the end times. This is it. And Christ is coming. You're so right. But on a higher light. Okay, so what do I mean by a higher light? There's not going to be a man busting out of the sky. No. The Christ consciousness. By the way, Christ was not Jesus' last name. Christ just means anointed one. So this Christ consciousness, it's what's returning. It's what was before all the corruption, I guess you could say, before the earth's vibration was lowered so terribly. Anyway, end times. What are the end times? The ending of the way things have been. Yeah, all the chaos is being revealed. All the chaos in us is being revealed. Have you noticed your emotions lately? Are you feeling weepy for just no apparent reason? Just bleh? You have highs and lows. One day you're like on your game. The next day you're sitting there and you're remembering sitting at somebody's table for Thanksgiving and they're not here. So many things. All these emotions are rising up in us. They're there to be addressed. Take what serves you, kick to the curb what don't. It's good practice to look at your emotions. And I'm not saying stay there long. If you have a negative emotion that keeps raising up in you, look at it. It's rising up in you for a reason. This is a negative emotion. It doesn't serve you. Well, what is a negative emotion that doesn't serve me? Well, what if I'm untrusting of most people? I was for a very long time. But what if you're untrusting? Well, what caused it? What caused it was you were betrayed. Does that mean everybody will betray you? No. But if you have this belief that people are just nasty and they're going to betray you, well, that's what you're going to find in your life. You are a master creator. This is one of the things that you're remembering. You are a master creator. You are here to be wonderfully focused on what it is that you want to achieve in your life. Yeah. So that's what's happening in a lot of people right now. Some people choose to just stay stuck. That's okay. If that's what you want. You don't feel stuck. They think that everything's going to be okay once they die. Well, everything will be. Everything will be fine. What about your quality of life while you're here? You came here wanting to do something. You came here wanting to experience all kind of stuff. So what about that? From what I hear, it's such a great honor. It's just a wonderful thing to be able to incarnate here. A piece of your higher self incarnates here, projects this avatar that you are into this place, and you experience. It'd be a big shame to lock yourself up in a room and just stay in there and miss the ride. Yeah. So why else is this important? Well, it's important because, yes, times are changing. There's a lot of people that are waking up to their true divinity. Yes, Christ consciousness returning. Your true divinity, the very thing that Yeshua came to teach. Why do you think they wanted to put him on that tree and crucify him? That's why. They wanted to get rid of him. He was teaching people how to tap into their true divinity, to know who they really truly were. That's why they removed the books, Thomas, Philip, out of the scriptures. They removed those and twisted the scriptures around, added a few words, took a few words out. Yeah. But that's why they crucified him. They wanted to shut him up. Yeah. If you look at the teachings of Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, if you look at his teachings, he basically said, hey, love God, love one another. Don't steal from one another. Don't hurt one another. Be kind. Yeah. Have faith in God. He said, I can do none of this on my own. It's from the Father. I get all this. He's telling you can do the same thing. He said, look, do this. He didn't want followers and worshipers. Oh my God, what did she say? He didn't. He's saying, look, I am the way. Do it like I'm doing. Do as I'm showing you. You can do this too. Okay, yes, my Father. I'm being brave here. But it's the truth. And that's the things that we're going to start finding out. Our true history is going to be revealed to us very soon. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes now in the world. There's a lot of things for us to look at that seem very odd and different to us. It's all a preparation. It's all a preparation. Maybe we should consider stop judging. You don't have to like something. Look, if somebody wants to walk around up and down your street, say it's a male, and he wants to wear a pink skirt, a purple shirt, and have yellow bows with pigtails. It's none of your business. He's not there for you to like. It's a reminder, don't judge. It's not your business. It's not. If he's not hurting you, and he's not hurting anybody else, and he's just being who he is, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Everybody's got opinions about everybody else's religions, the way they dress, the way they talk, their financial status, their education status. Everybody's got opinions about the way the whole world should be. Sit down, hush your mouth, mind your business, and tend to yourself. Tend to your own growth. That's part of it. Well, if a man is born a man, he should be a man. Oh, if a woman is born a woman, she should be a woman. Shut up. Leave it alone. It's not your business. What people do in their bedrooms is none of your business. If they're not hurting you, if they're not hurting children, and they're not hurting animals, it's none of your business. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because they have an opinion about the way things should be. So much division, so many opinions. I was that person. I was taught that. That's a taught thing. I know racism's still very much alive in a lot of places. I was blown away at just the depth of it. But if I sit here every day and rally against racism, there's going to be more racism in my reality for me to look at. But if I rally for unity and love and togetherness, that's what I'm going to get. Where's your focus? You are a master creator. You came here knowing that your focus, where your focus is, your intention, your desire, you knew that that was going to come to you. You knew there was going to be more. Oh, my life sucks. My life has always sucked. Look at my life. So the universe, God, Source, hears your life sucks. Everything is vibration and frequency. As a man thinketh, so is he. The power of life and death is in the tongue. You can pray until your kneecaps are gone. Your frequency is everything. Where's your focus? Are you stuck in a dark room? Are you focusing on the misery? Oh, you know, my parents were so cruel to me. They really sucked. Oh, yeah, we didn't have food. We didn't have the right clothes. I went to school. They made fun of me. They told me I was dumb. So you go into that room and you experience all those things and you stay there and you're stuck. So what's happening while you're in there feeling sorry for yourself about the way things are, you're missing all the opportunities, all the great opportunities that you could be having. Because you choose, and it's a choice. It's a choice. No, it's not a choice. I can't help it. Yes, you can. It's a choice. We all have choices. That's a gift we were given. Gift of free choice. What you are not free of is the consequences of those choices. So if you choose to stay in a dark place, what are the consequences? More darkness, missing the opportunities that you could be engaging in. Yeah. No, I'd rather just look at just how awful this world is, and I'm going to call my neighbor, and we're going to discuss just how horrible everything is. It's just so horrible. And did you see online all the horrible things that are happening? Oh my God. Now look, don't get me wrong. Like food dyes. Okay. Food dyes are being removed. Yay! So it's showing that these food dyes were causing all kind of havoc in our bodies. So now we have a choice. Can we be happy about the food dyes being removed and now have the awareness to check our ingredients? Well, we don't want those. So if there's any food still dwindling around, we don't want those. We'll choose something else. Or are we going to get online and find all kind of stories about just how bad this one was affected by food dyes? And did you see what little Johnny went through because of red dye? No. Look, the food dyes are bad. You have that awareness. That's mercy. That's grace. Now, when you're shopping, be aware. Don't go asking all the shoppers, hey, did you have an illness because of food dyes? No, stop digging for dirt. Be aware. Yes, be aware. Fluoride in your water is bad. There's no good health reason for fluoride. So you know this. Now you might say, well, what is fluoride? You might do a little research on that. Why is it bad? Well, when you find out, buy a filter. Do something. Buy a bottle of water. Don't drink tap water, because you know what? The fluoride is still there. I think I saw online where I think it's Utah is removing the fluoride from their water. Focus on that. Yay! Get out of the dark. The dark is the absence of light. Walk towards the light. What is the light? The truth. The light shouldn't feel bad. It feels good. It might hurt your eyes a little bit because you're used to being in the dark. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, what is this? No, that's not how we've done it for years. Oh, we're going to go to hell if we think that. It might hurt your eyes a little bit. I'm not making fun. It hurt my eyes a little bit. Then I've been asked, well, how do you know these things? What makes you think these things are right? Look, when I've stated that God, Source, can take you wherever you're at and bring you to a place that is better for you, where you need to be, what I meant is, I had all those thoughts that I've been freed from. I had all those thoughts then, but I had a heart for God. I had a heart for God. I was sincere in my prayers. I wanted more. I wanted more because it just felt so good. In my world, that didn't feel so great. That was the only thing that held me, that kept me. And I hung on to every word. And I kept asking for more. And my heart was open. My mind was open. When you go to God as a child, that's what it means. Be open. Enjoy it. And I'm not gonna lie, some things were not enjoyable. You ever take a security blanket or a pacifier away from a child that's so used to having that? Little security blankets? It's not pretty for a few days. There's temper tantrums, there's insecurities, you're not knowing where to walk, how to stand. But if you just know that if you keep moving forward and trust, he'll take you to where you need to be. He'll show you some things. He'll turn some lights on. You know, if you're used to walking around in a dark house all your life, you've learned your way around. It seems normal, don't it? It seems normal. You can blame everybody around you for all your problems. Take no accountability in your life because you just know that when you die, well, you know, I'm saved. What are you saved from? He said, look, unless you do this that I'm teaching you, I never knew you. What are you saved from? If it's as simple as that, why the teachings about that rock that can withstand any storm? I just got a visual of my father. Times are changing. All the yuck is coming out. All the deception is being revealed. It'll feel shaky at first. You're not used to walking that way. Yeah, you're not used to the light like that. It might hurt your eyes a little bit. You'll focus if you want to. So here's my thing. If you're uncertain about some things that are being revealed or someone's teaching or speaking about, pray on it. That's what I did. God, look, if this is not you, show me. I don't want to believe no lies. Yeah. Have an open heart, have an open mind. I know it's scary. I know it is. People fight wars over religion. Isn't it a sad thing? I've always felt this way. It's a sad thing to think that only a small group of people, this wonderful God that created everything, oh, this beautiful planet, created everything, this body that just, what a beautiful design. So the God that created all this beauty only loves a certain few. All the rest are going to hell. Oh my God, that's just absurd. Think about it. That's absurd. Oh, this God, this wonderful, loving God, he wants you to take pigs and cows and goats and he wants you to slaughter them open. That's not God. One step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Pray. Pray. Ask for clarity. I love remembering who I really am. I love it. It empowers me. That was the intention of Yeshua. Mm. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for all the young people. Oh my Lord, I am 66. I wish I could live for another 40, 50 years. I really do. Maybe I'll have to come back. Yeah. Oh, the exciting times ahead. I'm going out on a limb here, and that's okay. I don't mind. Oh, our star family are going to start visiting, living amongst us. Some do. Some already do. Yes, it's going to be exciting. It is exciting. I'm excited. Well, okay, so I am going to make me my second cup of coffee. I'm a two-cupper. So anyway, I hope you enjoy your Monday. Remember to focus on the beautiful things. It's okay to be aware. Nothing wrong with being aware. Don't dig for more dirt to get nervous and upset. Be aware. Have that. Carry on. Focus on the beautiful things. Do what feels good. Follow your passion. Sing a song. Dance. Play some music. We're in great times. It's a great day to be alive. My name is Nioka Lynn. Enjoy your Monday. Namaste.